Honorable Governor of Kerala, Shri Arif Mohammad Khan, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to all of you. On behalf of the Flag Officer Commanding-in-Chief, Vice Admiral Anil Kumar Chawla, I extend a very warm welcome to all of you for this evening's performance by the SNC Naval Symphonic Band.
Throughout history and across cultures, music has been an integral part of warfare, ceremonies, a soldier's life, and morale. The Indian Naval Band was formed in 1945 and today has many trained musicians in its ranks. The Indian Naval Band has regaled and enthralled many audiences across the country and around the world. We are indeed privileged and honored tonight as we give you all a glimpse from the wide and colorful repertoire of this band. This evening's concert will be under the baton of Lieutenant Commander Pradeep Kumar, Command Musician Officer of the Southern Naval Command.
To celebrate the beginning of the Swarnim Vijay Varsh that marks the jubilant triumph of the Indian Armed Forces in the 1971 war, the band will present a special fanfare as the opening piece tonight. This piece will be conducted by Sumesh Rajan, Master Chief Petty Officer, musician second class, who also is the concert master for the night.
The Marriage of Figaro, composed by the famous Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. The Marriage of Figaro explores a theme that caused the play to be banned by ruling authorities in France and even made the Austrian monarchy more than a little bit nervous. It was the often contentious romantic relationship between classes. Now, if you imagined operas to be serious and sad affairs, well, I must tell you that The Marriage of Figaro certainly is not. It is the cornerstone of the genre opera buffa, or comic opera, that tells a witty yet profound tale of love, betrayal, and forgiveness. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on stage the conductor of this piece, none other than the principal conductor of tonight's concert, Lieutenant Commander Pradeep Kumar.
arguably the most famous march ever written, the next piece, Colonel Bogie March, has certainly been the most profitable as well, with over 1 million copies sold by the early 30s, innumerable recordings, and performing rights to its credit. Even better, in 1958, it was the theme tune for the splendid movie The Bridge on the River Kwai. This piece will be conducted by Lieutenant Commander Pradeep Kumar.
I remember as a child, while learning the English alphabet, it was X for xylophone. Now, this term has forever remained etched in my mind. However, the xylophone has always remained an intriguing item. I assume there are several amongst you with a similar experience. A characteristic work by William Staub. The next piece is written especially for the xylophone, and it is called The Firefly Gallop. This beautiful composition depicts a scene of joyful fireflies galloping and dancing about. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the soloist of this piece, Adarsh C. Kumar, musician first class. And please welcome the conductor of the piece, Lieutenant Commander Aldrin D. Alexander, Deputy Commander Musician Officer, Southern Naval Command.
Allow us now to take you on a waltz back in time. Waves of Danube is a classic waltz from the 18th century. Composed by Ion Ivanovici, it is one of the most famous Romanian tunes in the world. Mukesh and especially Raj Kapoor lovers may recognize the tune which features in the interlude of Jeena Yaha Marna Yaha. Tonight, this piece will be conducted by Lieutenant Commander Aldrin Alexander.
Vaishnava Janato is a bhajan arranged for the band by the legendary musician, Honorary Lieutenant M.S. Neer. The version tonight includes an interesting jugalbandi between the Indian percussion and melodic instruments. Vaishnava Janato also happens to be the favorite song of Mahatma Gandhi ji. The soloists tonight will be P.M. Kumar, leading musician on saxophone, Bosco P.R., leading musician on bamboo flute, and Vedang Pawar, musician first class on the tabla. The conductor of the piece will be Sumesh Rajan, Master Chief Petty Officer, second class musician.
Within Attraction is one of the most popular compositions by Greek pianist, keyboardist, composer, and music producer Yanni. This composition was originally performed and recorded live at the Herodes Atticus Theatre in Athens. The piece for tonight has been specially arranged for the naval band by Lieutenant Commander Manoj Sebastian. For tonight's performance, as guest performer, we have Carol George on the violin, who is the lead violinist of the famous band Orfeo. Carol has been associated with the Symphony Orchestra of India as their first violinist and assistant concertmaster since 2007. He also has a number of awards to his name. However, sharing the dais with living legend A.R. Rahman needs special mention. Joining him for this piece is Deepak, Petty Officer Musician on the violin, Amit Kumar Uttam, leading musician on the drums, Vedang Pawar, musician first class on the cajon, and our conductor of the piece, Lieutenant Commander Aldrin Alexander.
The Lonely Shepherd is an instrumental piece that enjoys unbroken popularity even today after its original release in 1977. Quentin Tarantino, in 2003, used the recording as a soundtrack in his film Kill Bill Volume 1. The piece tonight features Bosco PR, musician, on the flute, and will be conducted by Lieutenant Commander Pradeep Kumar. next is a tribute to probably the greatest showman in the history of Indian cinema, Raj Kapoor, that we are sure you will find yourselves singing along to. The soloists for the medley are Lieutenant Commander Aldrin D. Alexander on accordion, Stanley P.J., Petty Officer Musician on soprano saxophone, P.M. Kumar, Leading Musician on saxophone, P.T.A. Raju, Musician First Class on tenor saxophone, Vivek Gurav, Leading Musician on cornet, Bhushan Gurav, Leading Musician on euphonium. Conducting this piece is Sumesh Rajan, Master Chief Petty Officer, Second Class Musician.
Up next is a medley of some of our favorite songs from The Sound of Music, the classic beloved musical that tells us a tuneful story based on the real life of endearing Maria and the Fontrap family singers. Tonight, this medley will feature as guest performer Sharanya Gopinath, actor, singer, and voice-over artist who has several playback titles in Tamil, Telugu, and Kannada to her credit. She made her debut into Kollywood singing a duet with veteran Kamala Hassan. She is also a soloist with several choirs and theatre groups, including some of India's best known and oldest, the Madras Players and the Madras Musical Association. Sharanya Gopinath is the wife of Lieutenant Commander Aldrin Alexander, Deputy Command Musician Officer, both of whom are performing tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome on stage Sharanya Gopinath on vocals and conductor of the piece, Lieutenant Commander Pradeep Kumar.
Songs they have sung for 1,000 years. The hills fill my heart with the sound of music. My heart wants to sing every song it hears. My heart wants to beat like the wings of the birds that rise from the lake to the trees. My heart wants to sigh like a chime that flies from a church on a breeze, to laugh like a brook when it trips and falls over stones on its way, to sing through the night like a lark who is learning to pray. I go to the hills when my heart is lonely. I know I will hear what I've heard before. My heart will be blessed with the sound of music, and I'll sing once more. Doe, a deer, a female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself, far, a long, long way to run. So, a needle pulling thread, a law, a note to follow. So, a tea, a drink with jam and bread, that will bring us back to dough. Oh, 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 dough, a deer, a female caps on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with string. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into spring. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so will need all the love you can give every day of your life for as long as you live. Every mountain, ford every stream, follow every rainbow, till you I am 16, going on 17. I know that I'm naive. Fellows I meet may tell me I'm sweet, and willingly I believe. I am 16, going on 17, innocent as a rose. A bachelor dandies, drinkers of brandies. What do I know of those? Totally unprepared am I to face a world of men. Timid and shy and scared am I of things beyond my ken. I need someone older and wiser telling me what to do. You are 17, going on 18. I'll depend on you. How do you solve a problem like Maria? How do you catch a cloud and pin it down? How do you find a word that means Maria? A flibbity-gibbet, a will-o'-wisp, a clown. Many a thing you know you'd like to tell her. Many a thing she ought to understand. But how do you make her stay and listen to all you say? How do you keep a wave upon the sand? Oh, how do you solve a problem like Maria? How do you what is in your lonely goat herd, lay, ole, ole, ooh. Loud is the voice of the lonely goat herd, lay, ole, ole. Oh, oh, lady, ole, oh, 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 lady, ole, oh, oh, lady, ole, oh, lady, ole, ole. Folks in the town that was quite remote had lay, ole, ole, ooh. Lost in there from the goat herd's throat had lay, ole, ole. The sound of music, and I'll
Ladies and gentlemen, next we have a heartwarming instrumental piece called El Silencio that has sold around 10 million copies worldwide. The composer of this stellar piece, Nini Rosso, was even awarded the Golden Disc Award. Tonight, we dedicate this piece to all the COVID warriors who have put their lives in danger for the benefit of society, and also to those who have lost theirs while doing so. For tonight's rendition of this piece, we have on trumpet Lieutenant Commander Pradeep Kumar, and conducting this piece will be Lieutenant Commander Aldrin Alexander.
The winner of a Padma Bhushan Award, 6 national awards, 2 Grammy Awards, a Golden Globe Award, and many more. A.R. Rahman needs no introduction. Roja, a masterpiece, was the debut album of A.R. Rahman, released in the year 1992. Today, the Naval Band will render an instrumental performance of Roja. The soloist on the flute is Bosco PR, leading musician, and we will also have our special guest, Carol George, on the violin. This piece will be conducted by Lieutenant Commander Pradeep Kumar. the Tri-Services Marching Medley. This soul-stirring medley comprises of the signature tunes of the Indian Army, the Indian Navy, and the Air Force. And finally, the ever so patriotic Sare Jahan Se Acha. The song will feature as soloists, singing, Vaibhav Patil, leading musician, Adarsh C. Kumar, musician first class, Amar Singh, musician first class. The medley will be conducted by Lieutenant Commander Pradeep Kumar.
सेवा करेंगे हम देश की। जय 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 भारती, हमें प्यारी है आजादी। जय 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 भारती, सेवा करेंगे हम देश की। जय 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 भारती, हमें प्यारी है आजादी। रक्षा करेंगे सागर तट की, ताकत बढ़ाएंगे भारत की। याद करो उन वीरों की, शान है जो नौसेना की। रक्षा करेंगे सागर तट की, ताकत बढ़ाएंगे भारत की। याद करो उन वीरों की, शान है जो नौसेना की। जय जय भारती, सेवा करेंगे हम देश की। जय 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 भारती, हमें प्यारी है आजादी। जब सबको दुख सुख बांटे एक समान, नीली वर्दी वालों का दल बढ़ता आगे सीना तान। वायुसेना की ये शान, पीछे हो या करे कमान। बन खतरा कोई आए, चाहे नव प्रकार समान। सूर्य के वीरों लो अभिनंदन, सूर्य के वीरों लेते तन। देश के नभ पर जब फैलाओ पर, कर प्रहार लौटाओ घर। शत शत है तुमको नमन। देश पुकारे जब सबको, दुख सुख बांटे एक समान। नीली वर्दी वालों का दल बढ़ता आगे सीना तान। वायुसेना की ये शान, पीछे हो या करे कमान। बन खतरा कोई आए, चाहे नभ प्रकार समान। कदम बढ़ाए जा, खुशी के गीत गाए जा। ये जिंदगी है कौम की, तू कौम पे लुटाए जा। कदम कदम बढ़ाए जा, खुशी के गीत गाए जा। ये जिंदगी है कौम की, तू कौम पे लुटाए जा। तू शेर हिंद आगे बढ़, मरने से तू कभी न डर। तू शेर हिंद आगे बढ़, मरने से तू कभी न डर। उड़ा के दुश्मनों के सर जो से वतन बढ़ाए जा। उड़ा के दुश्मनों के सर जो से वतन बढ़ाए जा। कदम कदम बढ़ाए जा, खुशी के गीत गाए जा। ये जिंदगी है कौम की, तू कौम पे लुटाए जा। मत तेरी बढ़ती रहे, खुदा तेरी सुनता रहे। खुदा तेरी सुनता रहे, जो सामने तेरे पड़े यो खाक में मिलाए, जो सामने तेरे पड़े यो खाक में मिलाए। कदम कदम बढ़ाए जा, खुशी के गीत गाए जा, ये जिंदगी है कौम की, तू कौम पे लुटाए जा। कदम कदम बढ़ाए जा, खुशी के गीत गाए जा, ये जिंदगी है कौम की, तू कौम पे लुटाए जा। सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा हमारा, सारे जहां से अच्छा हम बुलबुले हैं इसकी, ये गुलसिता हमारा हमारा, सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा हमारा, सारे जहां से अच्छा। मजहब नहीं सिखाता आपस में बैर रखना, मजहब नहीं सिखाता आपस में बैर रखना। हिंदी है हम, हिंदी है हम, हिंदी है हम, वतन है हिंदुस्तान हमारा हमारा, सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा हमारा, सारे जहां से अच्छा।
As a fitting finale, we have the students of Navy Children's School presenting a patriotic song as a tribute to our brave hearts from the 1971 war. The NCS choir include Parthav, Nivedita, Ayman, Divya, Rebecca, and on the keyboard, Eve Elaine Joseph. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome on stage the students from NCS with a round of applause.
तलवारों पे सर वार दिए, अंगारों में जिस्म जलाया है, तब जाके कहीं हमने सर पे ये केसरी रंग सजाया है।
ও আমার রোদ, আমার ছায়া, আমার ভূমি, আমার গ্রাম, ও মাটি রে, মাটি রে, ও আমার মান, মোর সম্মান, আমার নিজের একটি নাম, ও মাটি রে, মাটি রে।
ऐ मेरी ज़मीन अफसोस नहीं, जो तेरे लिए सौ दर्द सहे, महफूस रहे तेरी आन सदा, चाहे जान मेरी या रहे न रहे। ऐ मेरी ज़मीन महबूब मेरी, मेरी नस नस में तेरा इश्क बहे, फीका न पड़े कभी रंग तेरा, जिस्मों से निकल के खून कहे। तेरी मिट्टी में मिल जावा गुल बन के, मैं खिल जावा, इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू। तेरी नदियों में बह
সোপানো তলে। কত প্রাণ হলো বলিদান, লেখা আছে অশ্রু জলে। কত বিপ্লবী বন্ধুর রক্তে রাঙা, বন্দিশালার ওই শিকল ভাঙা। তারা কি ফিরিবে আজ সুপ্রভাতে, যত তরুণ অরুণ গেছে অস্তাচলে।
ओ रांझना वे तेरी सांसों पे थोड़ा सा वतन का भी हक था। ना देख मुझे यूं मड़ मड़ के, तेरा मेरा साथ यही तक था। ये तेरी ज़मीं तेरे खून से ही तो सजती संवरती है रांझ। तेरे इश्क की मैं हकदार नहीं, तेरी हीर तो धरती है रांझे। तेरी मिट्टी में मिल जावा गुल बढ़ के, मैं खिल जावा, इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू। तेरी नदियों में बह जावा, तेरे खेतों में लहरावा, इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू। ओ, तेरी मिट्टी में मिल जावा गुल बढ़ के, मैं खिल जावा, इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू। तेरी नदियों में बह जावा, तेरे खेतों में लहरावा, इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू।
After the scintillating performance by the SNC Naval Symphonic Band, accompanied by our guest artist and the students of NCS, may I now request the CNC and Mrs. Sapna Chawla to please come on stage and felicitate the performers on behalf of His Excellency, the Governor of Kerala. The Nava Southern Region and NCS Kochi have created a musical tribute to the Navy's victory at sea 1971 with the song that you saw performed by the students of NCS this evening. May I request the CNC and Mrs. Chawla to please release the musical tribute CD. Your Excellency, a CD is being sent to the Raj Bhavan for you. May I now request Mrs. Chawla to felicitate the music teacher, Mrs. Mary Miranda. the students of Navy Children's School, Parthav Ramesh. Nivedita Nair. Ayman Islam. Divya Chetri. Rebecca Philip. And Eve Elaine Joseph. Now, may I request the CNC to hand over a token of appreciation to our guest performers, Mr. Carol George. And Mrs. Sharanya Gopinath. Our conductors for tonight, Sumesh Rajan, Master Chief Petty Officer, Musician Second Class. Lieutenant Commander Aldrin Alexander. And our principal conductor of the evening, Lieutenant Commander Pradeep Kumar. finally, may I request the CNC and Mrs. Chawla to hand over this massive gift hamper to the Southern Naval Command Symphonic Band. May I now request our chief guest for today evening, Honorable Governor of Kerala, Shri Arif Mohammed Khan, to speak a few words on this occasion.
Vice Admiral Shri A.K. Chawla, Flag Officer Commanding in Chief, Mrs. Satna Chawla, officers, sailors, and civilians of Indian Navy, the musicians, conductors, the chief conductor, and the children of the Navy school who have participated in today's program. First, I would like to express my deep gratitude to Vice Admiral Chawla for the invite and to this musical which has been organized on the eve of 2020 Navy Day, which is very special because today this is the 50th year of the Karachi action. So its importance cannot be emphasized more. This is a very special day for India and Indians. I have greatly enjoyed the program, but deeply regret that I could not be physically present with you in Cochin due to the current pandemic of which I also became victim. The loss is entirely mine. This program has clearly demonstrated that our Navy people, they have the competence not only to master the waves of the seas, but they equally have the capability to master the waves of the music and melodious songs. My greetings and best wishes to the officers, sailors, guest artists, and the students of the Navy School who participated in this program and made this evening highly enjoyable and memorable. The program was so enjoyable that I will one thing say कि देखना संगीत की ताकत के जो मैंने सुना, मैंने ये चाहा कि बस इसको सुनता ही रहूं. But as you know, everything, including good things, must come to an end. So the program is over now. And one thing I would like to say, in fact, I was looking forward to come to Cochin because the topic which you had given me to speak tomorrow morning, uh, that is very dear to my heart. But I have requested Vice Admiral Chawla Sahab uh, that we may have that program on some future date, and I will come there. But one thing I would like to say that you not only defend our territorial integrity, but you also safeguard our freedom and democracy by repelling those with evil designs to impose their opinion on us by the use of force, infiltration, and terrorism. All these dangers we sleep peacefully in the night because you are awake and you are taking care of the country. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We have this great saying, Janni Jan Bhumischa Swargadapi Gariyasi. Mother and motherland are more desirable than heaven, paradise. And it is you who have taken the responsibility to defend, to safeguard, to protect the motherland, and to protect the Indians. Thank you very much. Thank you very much again. Jai Hind.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem.
भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उत्तराखंड तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे